Alright. Disney Pixar Cars Mayor National for the Xbox 360. My 13th 12th offer, sorry. This has been a great game. A pretty short game, if you ask me. It's a great game, I enjoyed it, but it's really short. There's quite not that many races to do in this game. There was like 9 in total. They're okay. They're great. They're pretty great, but they weren't as long as I like it. And the problem about that is I just wish you could choose as many laps as you want to. That's just the best. That'd be really awesome. Yeah, it just lets you choose as many laps if you want to. But sadly, you can't do that. So I'm disappointed about that. Yeah, the road races are okay. The stadium races, they made their own category called Piss Cup races, like back in the original game. But yeah, they put that in the stadium races category, which that's a little bit better than Piss Cup, because stadium is actually where those stadium races takes place. They take place at a stadium. Let's start a little better, and there's only like four in the game. That's just one less. That's a little less than 5. So yeah, not talking about that. The team relay, yeah, that type of race was pretty interesting. I kind of like that. That was pretty interesting. That you could choose 3 different characters. It'd be a lot cooler if actually used 4 or 5, but they probably couldn't do that because they thought that was too many cars to choose from. So they decided to let it be free. Is fine enough. And yeah, not talking about that. Next thing I want to talk about is the mini games. Yeah. Let's start with the race and chase. The race and chases are not as hard. Well, they sort of are difficult. Depends on what difficulty you put those on. They're really short. They go by kind of quick. They're just kind of the shortest and easy mini games. Depends on the difficulty you select them on. I kind of like those too. And yeah, I just kind of like it. I almost say one of my favorite mini games ever in an actual video game ever, all time. Filmers Feel Frenzy. That one's very interesting too. It's kind of similar to like you're doing a single race. All it's different is just you just got a gas tank. That's all it's different. I kind of like that too. So yeah, I like the gas tanks. Those were pretty interesting. Pretty interesting mini game to play. All right. Monster Truck Waypoint races. The Waypoint races were pretty interesting to race through. Race in the whole area, but there weren't that many. And the third one's like the one it's not really an open area. It's kind of just like a little. I guess they weren't sure what to make it look like, so they decided to make like one little path around the Waywell Motel. I'm sorry, not Waywell. Yeah, Waywell. It's not a motel. Silly. Anyways, enough of that. And the second one was very difficult, and it was just hard. I want to say one of the hardest mini games ever. And one of the hardest levels in every mini game ever. to say. And yeah, the first one, yes, that's good. It's more like an open area. Someone said the Raider Spanks Waypoint Race is the best one on there. Okay, now talk about Waypoint Races. Next thing I want to talk about the minigames is my thoughts of the Momentum Rhythmic Rumble. The Rhythmic Rumble, I won't say the hardest because I do not like how the buttons move. Buttons you're supposed to press. I don't like the left and right trigger and the right buttons. I just think that's a bad idea. So yeah, that's just a bad thing I want to say. It's better if they could have made it you press the up, left, down, right arrows buttons. That would have made it a lot easier. But they wanted to make it hard. I want to say that just sounds kind of dumb to me. Alright. Next is the characters. The characters, okay, they added a few characters that you couldn't play as in the first game. Sarge, Fulmer, and Luigi. That made this game a little better than the previous game. And yeah, that made it quite better than it was in the first game. I just like that. And yeah, more paint jobs too than 1.0 had in the first game, but they did remove a few of them. That was just kind of dumb to me. Okay, I think the credits are going to wrap up. Well, I hope y'all enjoyed. Yeah, I think that's all I had to talk about this game. Oh, and also, one more thing I forgot to talk about is the concept art. They had a few of them were better than the first game. I just enjoyed that one. I just like the concept art. It's just great. No videos though, unfortunately. I was kind of disappointed about that. And anyways, enough talking about this. Let's end off this conclusion. Let's end off this walkthrough. I hope y'all enjoyed this walkthrough. Like, comment, and subscribe. And see you guys in my next Let's Play. Walkthrough, I should say. So, see you guys later, alligators. Goodbye, everyone.